Alright, today I'll be unlocking Cookie Clicker's mini games using sugar lumps, of course. First of all, we got this thing here from the Wizard Towers. It's pronounced the Grimoire. Basically, you get a bunch of mostly useless all red boosts, except for this one, where you can just, spawn in a random golden cookie, hopefully without summoning an unlucky wrath cookie. More on those later, by the way. Which, that could lead to stacking golden cookies. So imagine that 7 times Cookie Frenzy combined with the 777 times Click Frenzy, resulting in several thousand times your cookies per second in the matter of seconds. Which, is can be very helpful later on. Anyway, up next, you got yourself the Pantheon from Temples. And those could lead to significant buffs. One I'm going to look at most would be the milk buff, where you make milk several times more powerful in exchange for less golden cookies spawning in. But hey, I feel like it's worth it. Up next, we got, of course, a whole freaking stock market here in Cookie Clicker. Yeah, doubt you were expecting that one. Cookie Clicker has a freaking stock market. Like, you know, this game is more in depth than you may have realized initially. Like, it's insane. Okay, with the fourth and final sugar lump collected, we get to get my fourth and final minigame, the garden, which, if you want to know, is a lot more difficult than you may ever realize. Like, ever. Okay, got a golden cookie, and I'm going to click this one called Force the Hand of Fate. And I just got lucky. Which is honestly not bad. It's an extra 100 billion, but I was honestly hoping for more than that. Either way, what I am focusing my attention on at the moment is the garden. I got my second seed, Thumbcorn. So the way you do it, you put two seeds adjacent to one another. In this case, it was the baker's wheat, and sometimes they will mutate. Their next generation will mutate, and this one did into a Thumbcorn seed. Each seed has its own unique buff and debuff in certain cases, but it's honestly a cool mechanic. But this part of the game, I'm gonna be honest, there's a lot more than meets the eye here. So I'm going to plant two thumbcorn seeds and hoping for a new seed of some sort. All right, I have officially gotten my first achievement based on mini games, which is right here, initial public offering, where I make my first sale in the stock market, my first profit. So let's keep on going. All right, another update. I decided to combine the thumbcorn, with the baker's wheat, and I got this thing called the crone rice, which is nothing like rice plants, by the way. It only will take 6 hours to mature. Yay! Be lucky if it matures by the time I finish this video. Honestly, yeah, that's about it. I think got a couple extra sales on the stock market. In fact, I'm about to get a big one right now, which is boom. Which got that's about $10,000 right there. It's cookies per second, really. Every $1 in profit that was 1 second of cookie production. With all those cookies I just got from the stock market, I got two achievements. One, global warming, destroying the world using factories, 100 of them, and then of course the 150 grandmas, friend of the ancients. I mean, I know grandmas are old, but that's a little rude, don't you think? Nah, it's just foreshadowing. Just wait and see. I got a new achievement. I clicked my 77th golden cookie, which happened to be a click frenzy. I was already after having this right here, which is a regular frenzy, which is why I have 6.7 trillion cookies at the moment. Or I'm halfway to my third heavenly upgrade level. So that should be fun. Yeah, I'm gonna keep going. It's recommended to do a couple hundred of these in your first ascension, so that's my plan. Anyway, for now, yes, I will get all my buildings up to 100 billion, like this. Oh yeah, and of course, let's buy whatever I can from here. All right, using Force of Hand of Fate over here in the Grimoire minigame, I was able to get a really cool buff combination where it was the click frenzy 777 times my click power combined with a building buff, which essentially multiplies your CPS by however many buildings you have. A percentage, really, 10% for every building. I think it was like the factor or something like that. I was an extra 1,000% or a 10 times the multiplier buff, more powerful than a regular Frenchie, resulting in 20 trillion cookies. And click again, where I clicked, I manually clicked on 10 trillion cookies at once. Got my third legacy buff now, legacy level. And now another, what, need another, what is that, 30? Less than 30 trillion now? So, let's keep on going. Oh, and I get to buy my next buff. Building. Adding to the stock market and getting a new achievement called Time Warp for buying my first time machine. Let's go. All right. Now I'm nearing a trillion, a billion cookies per second. And of course, I got a new achievement called the Sorcerer's Apprentice, which is where you own 50 wizard towers. So I've been pretty extensively utilizing some of the mini games. First of all, I cast Force the Hand of Fate 6 times, leading to a few extra golden cookie buffs. As for the Pantheon, well, of course, we got the cow thing that can give you extra milk buff. You got this weird guy who's, allows your sugar lumps to ripen sooner. Assuming you have a multiple of 10 in terms of buildings. And then, of course, you got this guy here who, you know, slowly cycles your cookies per second from a 50% boost to a 50% deboost, I guess you could call it, over time, over the course of 24 hours in this case. Then, of course, I've been getting some profits from the stock market here. And I got this Chrono Rice. It's about an hour and a half away from maturity, so that should be fun. Anyway, I'll see you guys next time. That's all for today.